Well, Aaron, that was a pretty impressive Bellator debut. You pretty happy with it? I know it just went down, but you feeling pretty good?
I'm ecstatic, man. I can't believe it.
Yeah. And I mean, the first round was dominant. We'll just start there. It was kind of an interesting sequence where you had him in that front choke. I don't know if I've seen a choke look that deep and go on for that long. Were you surprised? Did you feel like your squeeze was pretty good?
Yeah, dude. I fucking put everything into that. I had it one way. I had it another way, and he just kept fighting. After enough of that, you kind of know that guy's not going to tap. He's going to go to sleep, but he's not going to tap. And I just couldn't get it in for whatever reason.
There was one point where he kind of slumped and you kind of were on top of him. Did you think he was starting to go out then?
No, I could feel him fighting the whole time, but he was fucking gargling and making noises like it couldn't have been any tighter.
Yeah, obviously a great finish there in the second round. Can you talk me through the sequence? You must have known from that elbow that he was kind of on the ropes.
Yeah, I felt him fading a little bit. Even on his takedowns, he beat in deep, and he was it felt like he was just hanging out, kind of waiting it out. And I was landing a lot of chipping shots there. And I could tell he just wasn't fighting the same as he was in the first round. And then, that elbow landed, and I seen him stumble a bit, and I kind of knew it was the end.
Yeah, and how nice was it to get a finish, too? Because I know that was something towards the end of your regional career, you were really focused on, I want to get the highlights, and you just got one. You're 1-for-1 in Bellator now.
Yeah, and I know I can do that, man. I've done that to plenty of guys. I fucking wear him down, I break him, I can feel him break, and usually I get the finish. My last few fights regional scene, like you said, it didn't happen. But I know I can do that to almost anyone in the world.
Yeah, and I think the other thing that's kind of cool, we just had Mandel Nallo up there. Canada 2-0 off the bat. Before the pandemic, that was something that Bellator was trying to do, was to go to Canada. I mean, how much would you ever be interested in doing that?
Yeah, man, of course. It'd be sick. It would make my life a lot easier. Thanks.
Hey, Aaron. Quick question about going back to that choke, man. You went palm to palm with it, and then you switched to that front
naked, yeah.
The ninja choke or whatever.
Yeah.
At what point were your arms starting to burn out, or were you just kind of it seemed like he was beating in his head the whole fight too?
Yeah, a bit of my arms starting to burn out, and a bit of just knowing this guy is tough as nails, and he's not going to tap from this. And like I said, for whatever reason, I just couldn't sink it all the way in. But I knew he wasn't tapping.
And was there it seemed like he came at you forcefully at the beginning of both rounds? Did you feel like he was going to wear himself out? Did you feel exhaustion coming from him?
I didn't expect him to burn out. That was the one thing I talked about with my coaches beforehand, is I typically do kind of drain guys with my style. But from watching his last couple of Bellator fights, man, he fights the whole time. He comes out really strong and then settles in, but he doesn't really slow down. So I didn't really expect him to. I think that choke kind of definitely wore him out though.
The last one for me. What rushed through you? You got the finish, your debut here. Everything you've been through up to this point to get here to tonight. Can you just talk about how you're feeling right now?
Yeah, it's surreal, man. It's been a long time coming. I'm looking at my coaches hugging each other right now. It means so much to me to do it for these guys. They've been with me through a lot of shit. My family, my girlfriend, it means more to me to do it for them than to do it for myself. So I'm very happy with that.
And you guys were against the cage a lot, clinching up. Was Fabio stronger than you had expected going into this?
No, but he was technically really good getting his double underhooks and his tight waist, and I saw that in his last couple fights. He would get there a lot. And I train with some really high-level wrestlers, and they don't put me in that position. And if they do, I'm pretty good at squirming out of it. And he felt technically really good there. But no, I wouldn't say he was really strong physically.
And then after locking in that guillotine for so long, so many different positions, how gassed were your arms, or were you ready to go back out there second round? You were all right?
No, they're fucking tired for sure. I'm kind of struggling to hold this mic right now.
And then I know you're a newcomer, you just got done with your debut, but has there been anybody you've been watching in your division, anybody you've wanted to call out or wanted to get in there with?
I'll say the same thing I always say because it's funny, but also kind of true. I want to fight the biggest scrub in the division and get some highlight reel KOs.
Makes sense. Thank you, man. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.